Hello everybody, Flick here for another Let's Look At video, and today it is Magic 2014, or to use, I believe what its official title is, Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planewalkers 2014. The latest game based on the incredibly popular card game that's been around for ages. I remember playing it when I was a kid, kind of. I remember collecting the cards anyway, but I don't think I got to play with anyone because I live rather rurally. Anyway, this isn't my life story, this is a look at this latest game, which people who are familiar with Magic are primarily interested in it because it added deck building, which people have been wanting for ages. I know some of you who watch my videos may not be familiar with it, so we are going to show a little bit, maybe not a full match, of the single player campaign, just to show you how everything plays in this strategic card game. Then I'll show the deck building aspect for those who are familiar with Magic. And then at the end there's a little bit of a special treat. A little earlier ago, I recorded a versus match against Blighty, who has this game as well, and he is thoroughly enjoying it. So we had a little match, and I think that's the best aspect of the game personally, the versus, having the arguments and discussions with your opponent. I think using Skype while playing is a far better experience, although there is an in-game chat as well, I think. So we'll go straight into campaign just to show off a match. So in the base campaign you get, 5 areas, and I've been playing for about 9 hours now, and I'm only into the third of the 5. So as you might be able to tell by what I just said there, I am pretty addicted to the game. I love strategic card games. I mean, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! The card game, I played Pokemon cards when I was a kid as well. All for, partly for, we'll just skip the flavor text there. Partly for the OCD collect them all aspect, but also I enjoy the strategic elements involved. So each area is usually broken up to one final boss and then 3 regular battles, I guess you would call them, which are different in the sense of the cards are always played in the same order so that you can find a strategy that works against them if you keep losing, whereas all bets are off when you fight the big nasty. Now in particular, that guy, I really struggled to beat his library, or deck if you prefer. Which one will we fight? I'll just do the easy zombie match, why not? I usually use a zombie-based deck of my own against people, so unfortunately I'm going to have to pick a different one just so that we're not all using the same cards. I'll use the start. This is the deck you start with when you first load up the game. There are additional decks you unlock by beating the main characters or additional aspects of the campaign mode, or you can just get some for cheap. Well, I say cheap. Yeah, 60 or 70 pence I believe it is for a themed deck of your choice out of the DLC. I think that's a fair price. This is not an ideal starting hand, I would argue, but I am going to go with it anyway. So if you are totally unfamiliar with Magic, it is based around placing land cards. You can place 1 per turn, either at the start of your turn or the end, and you use this land to cast out your monsters, to cast spells, to cast artifacts, enhancements, everything. And when you do use it up, it becomes tapped for that turn and then gets restored at the start of your next. So my Moorland zombie opponent laid down 1 land, and that was enough to get a zombie out, and who is 2/2. That means they have 2 attack strength and 2 HP, if you want me to put it in RPG terms, although I think they use different terms within the game. I think it is it strength and toughness? It's something in toughness. So we're on to my turn again. I will place down yet another land, and that gives me enough to summon a Colonial Tusker. Calonian? Yeah, I think so. And I will just point out at this point that some of the art on these cards is amazing, and if you get the incredibly rare ones, which usually cost a lot to get on the field, they've added that they kind of move around a bit and they look very, very impressive. So we will cast out this. When you first cast a monster, you can't attack with it, but you can defend. Unless it has haste, actually, then it can. But I don't want to get too far into the intricacies of the rules, because there's a lot of bonus traits monsters can have. So that's another 2/2 zombie. That's not a zombie wearing a tutu, that's a zombie with 2/2 stats. I feel the need to clarify that, even though I probably shouldn't. So now I've got 3 land, I have a bit of a choice here. I can lay down this artifact, and that means whenever I put down another land card, or forest because it's green themed and decks have elemental themes, I would gain back 1 life. That's quite a good card to have long term for a green themed deck. Or I can enchant a creature I own to give it +3/+3, which is very handy when I'm facing multiple zombies. So I'm actually going to cast that instead. I'm going to place it on that, and you will watch his stats get buffed. And now he is a force to be reckoned with, considering I can attack and both his zombies only have 2/2. The thing is, if I attack, I can't defend, unless you have a trait that spider has, I believe, called Vigilance, yeah. So I am still going to attack, because even if he defends with both of those against my one card, it'll still survive. So I'm going to do that. Sometimes it is better to play defensively, I find, because the defending player gets to decide how many, if any, well, he chose to do none there, of his creatures try and defend. So if you don't have super strong creatures, you technically still have a chance, in the sense that you can pile up your weaker creatures to take out the strong one in one turn in which it tries to attack you. So for the Moorland zombie's turn, one zombie is going to attack me for 2 damage, which I cannot stop in any way, and it looks like the other one is playing defensively. And then is he, whoever, are they going to cast anything? Probably not. So I'm going to I have 1 land card left in my hand. I could technically put that down, then play the land, and that would give me 1 health back. But because this is a fairly easy encounter, I don't think it's that necessary. I'm going to play the land straight away. And then I'm going to play a Garruk's Companion, 3/2, and it has Trample. Trample means if a card defends against it, if you do over and above how much HP it has, the damage is still dealt to the controlling player. By the way, I do apologise if I'm explaining this in a fairly dry and boring way. I don't mean to, because I honestly do enjoy the strategy, but it's hard to pass that along to someone who maybe isn't familiar with the game. And I guess those who are familiar with the game will already have decided, based on what they've seen so far, whether Magic 2014 is good enough for them. I would say it is. I played a lot out of the 2013 Magic the Gathering game, and I still enjoy this a lot more. I like the aesthetic changes to the GUI. I like the additional elements of building your own deck, although it does have some limitations that we'll look into once I crush these zombies. So what I'm doing here is I'm choosing to use my creature to defend. I will lose the creature because it's going to kill it, but my 1 bonus damage over and above its HP will be dealt to the zombies. I do that because I still have a 6/6 to rely on, and I think that's going to win me the match in a turn or 2. Oh, what is that? When Gulraiser enters the battlefield, return a zombie card at random from your graveyard to your hand. So he's probably going to get that card right back into his hand and bring it out next turn. Plus he also has the Gravekeeper himself. What was it? Gravekeeper? Gulraiser, my mistake. Yep, there we go. I'm glad she's back out, I was missing her. And I got another bit of land. Now, given the only card I can play currently, actually no, that's not true, because I could play the Spider. So I should point out the casting cost of creatures is always a base amount of some colour of card, or land I should say, and then a number of any. So I need 2 green land to cast the Spider, but then I can have 3 of any, which lets you build decks which mix colours. And some of the predefined ones you can unlock in the game are mixtures. So I'm just debating here whether I want another creature in the field or if I want to restore my HP, but I have enough HP, so I don't think I need to bother. Or life, not HP. I'm in full RPG mode here. Now that's a good card, I'm able to cast it, but I don't need it until I've got lots of creatures. We'll get my Spider on the field. I hate spiders, but I can appreciate this one because it has Vigilance and Reach. Vigilance, as I may have mentioned, means it can attack and defend without becoming tapped, which means if a card is tapped it can't do anything. It also has Reach. Reach means that if the zombies put out a flying creature, it's still able to defend against it, because usually land-based creatures can't. So I will attack with my 6/6, because again, he only has a 2/2 he can defend with. Imagine getting defended against by a 2/2. But he chose to do it. Does that have Trample? No, this creature doesn't have Trample, so that was the smart thing to do. I have noticed in some, not necessarily these starting matches, but further in the campaign, I think the AI's general difficulty or manner in which they use tactics has improved. At the beginning of your upkeep, put 2 zombie creature tokens on the battlefield where X is half the number. Okay, so he's got an Endless Horde card out, is what that's kind of like. It's going to put out more and more zombies based on how many he has. So that's kind of dangerous. So I am thinking that if I still had that trample creature out, I could have ended that right here now. But sadly not. So I'm going to hold on to that card again. I'm going to play this one, which gives me life every time I play a land card. So I'm going to play that card. My health will go back up to 19. Yep. Then I'll go to my attack phase and I will attack with both. The AI will play it smart and use his zombie to defend against my 6/6, but that means the spider will get through. Indeed it did. But that means he has no zombies on the field now, so I think that maybe means that Endless Horde card won't do anything. No, it does seem to be doing something. It did something. Oh no, it didn't. Nothing appeared. Also, if you hear my dog barking, please ignore it. I am sorry. She has this irrational fear of skateboards. In fact, it might actually be someone coming to the door. So I may have to cut this killing of the zombies short, unfortunately. Needless to say, I was about to, or I may actually get it quickly on camera, I'm going to buff up these two enemies, two cards of mine. He cannot defend against them. He loses. Before we get into the match between Blighty and I do apologise for having to end that match abruptly. I did win it indeed if the footage didn't quite catch it. I forgot that we were going to quickly show off how the new deck building aspect works in Magic 2014. So we will go to single player. We will go to sealed play. So when you first get in here, these slots are actually empty and look similar to this one down here. You can only get 2 base with the game. If you want to get another one, you have to buy it for, I can't remember how much it was. So when you first go into here, you would press on it, you would open up all these booster packs, and you get approximately 80 odd cards with which you can try and customize a deck. Or you can get the game to try and build you the best possible deck based on the random cards you end up with. You don't get land cards in the booster pack, you just have an unlimited number of whatever you choose to put in based on the cards you got randomly. So this is the deck I tried to make myself, and because I like using black decks or red ones, I tried to theme it around that. Didn't get enough of the cards to do it, so I let the computer kind of handle it a little bit, and it made it a white and black deck, which is fine, I guess. And then I also have that other one. This is one I let the computer totally handle just to see what it would do with it, so it made me a green and white deck out of this, and it rated it awesome. It's kind of full of itself, isn't it? But that's fine, and the way you unlock other booster packs to give you more cards to choose from is interesting. It adds a separate campaign, because you can't use your what they call sealed decks, which is ones you've made yourself, in the main campaign. You have to use the pre-built ones you can unlock or start with. But that's okay, I think. So if we go into sealed play, we go into auto build, play with sealed deck. This is what the sealed deck campaign looks like. You see I've played a bit of it with this one. You get a very, very easy encounter there, you might remember from Magic 2013 if you played the previous game. And then you have various characters with their themed decks to fight through, and if you beat the ones with the little booster pack next to them, you get another pack of however many cards was in each. I believe it was 20 per pack. And that gives you a bit more customization, but you do have to earn it. And then there's the big final battle up there. So that's all I wanted to add. I do apologise again for the abrupt cut. Unfortunately I had to answer the door. But now we are definitely going to get into that match between Blighty and I, which I hope is going to be the first of many, because it's a lot of fun. We are both enjoying the game a lot. And I'm back, and this time I'm playing against someone in the conversation with me.
Hooray!
Hey!
You're not talking to yourself.
No, for once. What deck are you using? Not that I want to take a tactical advantage or anything.
Oh, does it not show you?
No.
Oh, well, I'm not telling you then.
Oh, well then. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, we'll just get straight into it then.
So this is our first versus match on this.
Yep,
We played a
and
few
that is a
co-op
terrible
things.
starting hand. So
That's
I will
not bad.
draw a new one.
I'm gonna keep
That
mine.
is slightly less bad. I'll keep that one.
Slightly less bad.
Yeah.
So you're running your zombie deck then, by the
Not
way.
necessarily. There's more than one black deck.
Okay.
I already warned people that you giggled every time I said deck.
It's funny.
Well,
You say
I
it in
think
a
that's why
funny way.
the official term is library rather than
Oh,
deck.
right, okay.
Yeah, they don't refer to decks, they refer to libraries.
Fair enough.
So your only experience with Magic is this game so far?
Yeah, that's it, entirely.
Mine only extends to the previous one also.
So you've got a little bit more experience and understanding then.
A little bit. However many hours I put into that one. Never played it for real though.
For reals.
Yeah. It's easier on a game. Keeps track of who's breaking the rules.
But that's what we were saying. It does all the bookkeeping for you, which is nice.
Hello, smelly pyromancer person.
Hello.
Gains haste into... Oh yes, I remember this one. I don't like it at all. So I will put out that.
Yeah.
Can't remember what he does. I think he makes zombies stronger. Yes, he does indeed. Or I can cast a spell to get a zombie back from my graveyard.
Interesting.
He is Lord of the Undead. That's a pretty prominent position.
Yeah, that's quite a big title. Quite a good title.
I remember that one as well because I had to use the deck that you're using. Sorry, library that you're using quite a lot in the early campaign.
Yep.
So that gives you a fairly weak flyer, but it also gives you a free land.
That's the plan.
It's not the plan. That's what it does. Well, that's not very nice. But you want me to kill you?
No. I was thinking about something, but I decided against it.
I see. Hmm. Hmm. Yes, that'll do.
What's that you put down there? Quest for the Grave Lord.
And yeah, sure, why not? Oh no, I made you do it. Oh damn. Oh well,
Thank you.
I just gave you more cards. On
Well.
the plus side, you'll have to throw one away, but I wanted more cards. Damn.
I have cards.
I used to use the same avatar as you. It threw me off.
Whoops.
No, do I want to attack? No. No, I do not. Not yet. Not now that I made that mistake. I mean, on the plus side, you're definitely going to have to discard a card, but
No, it didn't make me discard one.
it won't until the end of the turn. You have to have more than 7 when your turn ends. So actually,
Oh,
if you
well, I
cast-
won't then.
if
I
you
won't.
have exactly 7, that's fine.
No, I want 8, but I can put something else down, so I'll be fine.
I made a tactical error.
A fumble.
Yeah, a fumble. Oh, and that flies as well, and it has haste, I believe. That's what that means. Yep.
Yep. That was obviously going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Because I can't defend against it because it doesn't have reach and is not flying.
Yep. Smack and smack.
At least that only put me 1 below you because the card I gave you did 2 damage as well
That's
as drawing 2 cards.
No, I'll save that. Save that for later.
Oh, sure you will.
Secrets.
And the problem is I don't have any flying creatures yet. So that's a problem.
That is a problem.
Hmm.
However, the counter argument there is that if I'm using flyers and I'm attacking with them, I can't then defend with them.
True.
So it's aggressive.
Speaking of aggression. Why did he get a bonus? Oh, that guy buffs him, that's why I should... Whoops.
Go for it.
Oh, you let me deal with damage, alright.
Now give me a taste.
Must be nice to have lots of land that I accidentally made you draw.
Well, I already had it, so...
So
know.
buttons. Go.
I'm tempted to do...
Being tactical by making you think on your feet. Go, 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 go. Now that deals instant damage, I believe. Yes, it does. By the way, every
Bye-bye.
time I lose a creature, that card I place down gets buffed.
Yeah.
Okay. Just so you know.
It's cool.
Though it won't be if it gets as many as it needs.
Once you've got... How many? 3
think it's
counters
6,
on
isn't
there,
it?
you get
Oh, it's only 3.
5 black zombie giant.
So I only need to lose 3 creatures. I thought it was 5. I can't block. Don't tell me to block. Don't tell me how to do it. It sickens me.
Block with your mind.
So I'm now on 10 and you're on 16. What do we have here? And also, why can I press on him? What's his pass? Oh, I can return... Oh, okay, so that would need 2. And that would need 2. And I have 4, so that's fine. Oh no, but it only adds it to my hand. Well, I guess first of all, we're just going to kill that.
Hey!
Oh,
That's not
hang on a
very
minute.
nice.
Killing your
Whoa, whoa,
creature
whoa, whoa,
does
whoa,
that as well. Oh, it's whenever any
When it-
creature dies.
Oh, dear.
That's what that is.
That's pretty nasty.
That is pretty nasty. That's excellent. Brains. Please kill my creature. It's good for you.
It's good for you.
Go on. Ah.
I can, because I tapped out, remember? I'd used
Oh
them to
yeah,
attack.
damn. Yes, I forgot. I'm used to you having that green library where you have the spiders with vigilance, so they can do both.
Yeah. So if I keep that for when you're...
Oh,
Uh,
you may hear my dog barking angrily in the background. She is a racist to skateboards.
kill all the zombies. is
What would you
you're
call
saying.
someone who's racist towards skateboards? Skateboardist? Oh, a 5-4. I really should have kept that murder card. What's he doing? Oh, giving it haste so it can attack now. Ah. It's quite an evil laugh you've got there. Now, and you're only attacking with it? No, you are attacking with more. Oh no, my zombie can't defend. I forgot.
Yep.
How much is that? 6, so I am still in the game. But unfortunately, I don't get my 5-5 giant zombie.
Nope.
Well then. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to use that to get back that.
Lord of the Undead, eh?
Oh, it taps him! Oh, damn it. And he's one shy. Okay, well I've lost this one now.
Oh, okay.
I'm still gonna attack though.
You do that.
Attack him back.
No, I'm not giving you your thing.
I want to see what the thing looks like.
No.
It's not
I
going to
wanna
be
win.
flying anyway.
What?
Zombies can't fly.
So?
So I wanted to see what it looked like. You ruined it for everybody.
Oh, okay.
There's not really anything to think about. I have no defending creatures. And yet you still go through doing this.
Of course. Get it right in my head,
Oh, okay.
so I know for future what I'm doing.
It'd be fun if you accidentally screwed yourself by playing a sorcerer or something that doesn't
I was
activate
tempted
this
to
turn.
just give you something just now, just zap you with something so you can see it what it looks like. But that would be being helpful.
I'm more than familiar with that library that you're using. Did you see, did you hear the pause there when I almost said deck?
Yes,
Mm.
almost said deck.
Mm-hmm.
Do, 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 do.
Sounds a bit overkill. You only needed
I'm
to
cool
do
with that.
5.
I'm fine with that.
You don't get bonus points for putting me into negative health.
In my mind.
If
I get
anything, it
bonus
makes me
points.
stronger because I'm a zombie.
Being a zombie is like being in negative, so getting a
We are
negative.
totally
score puts you
using the
positive.
wrong avatars. But
Yeah,
it should be
yeah.
reversed, if anything.
I haven't looked into changing mine yet.
No.
So,
So that was a
oh, I
look
unlocked
at
a
how...
card from winning
Oh,
the game.
good. How Versus matches look like in Magic 2014. It's available now on Steam for, was it $7.99 or $6.99?
$6.99. I think.
$6.99, which is an incredibly reasonable price for a game that is literally just out for a few days now.
I would highly recommend it for that price.
Yeah, you're very addicted to it at the moment.
Oh
aren't you?
yes, I like it. I like it a lot.
And it's on like Donkey Kong. I hope you realize
It's
that.
so on.
Yeah. So we'll also be doing a few more videos, probably either playing co-op or just trying to kill each other some more.
Yeah. So suggest in the comments below if you want to see more versus matches or the co-op stuff or who knows what.
Yeah.